I can't get through this book.
We're about to get frisky.
Then I pass out until today at 1 in the morning.
5 stars.
Like at the Scholastic Book Fair. Hi everyone, welcome back. I am so sorry this is not going to be posted in May on time. Because this month I was really bad with my promise with you guys. And it was all because the first weekend I didn't post because I wanted you to get, because I wanted you guys to have birthday content. And then I did my birthday stuff. And then I didn't have time to edit it that weekend. And then I let it be. And then I had school. And then I had my exams. And then I was just like, hello. So I posted it super late. And now it's May 31st. And I'm filming the second one for you guys. But it's not going to be out until maybe tomorrow. Anyway, these last 2 months, holy wowza, hang on, my AirPods just fell. I have not been as consistent as I should have been, and I'm really disappointed. Exhibit A, my posting with you guys for YouTube, but Exhibit 2, B, whatever, you guys know that I have my routines that I try and do every single day, which is, you know, my journaling, my working out, my stretches, my reading, all of that. And one of my goals for the year was to read one book every month. So at the end of the year, I would have 12 books that I have read, right? It is about to be the 6th month of the year, so I should be starting to be halfway done. And I've only read 2. So I'm really behind on my reading and I want to not be. So I want to start this new month fresh, good, and just like, you know, being consistent again. Because I feel so good when I'm consistent. So I need to get back into that. My point being, today we are going to read as much as I can in 12 hours. Because I'm sick of it. The goal is to read 3 books today to tomorrow, because it's 12 hours and right now it is 5:10 p.m. But if we can read more than that, that'd be crazy cool. If we read less than that, I'm probably gonna be a little bit pissed off, or just, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, also super quick side note before we start, this is how I normally have my makeup, right? With my mascara, whatever. Right now I have like a lighter mascara on than I usually do, but like this is my face that you always see. I tried this past week lash extensions, like the clusters, and I need you guys to tell me, like, I know none of you really comment on any of my videos, and I don't know if that's because like nobody comments, so you don't want to be like the only commenter, or like what's up, but I know you watch the videos because I see how many of you watch the videos. So if you watch this video right now, I need you to comment and help me with my lashes, because I don't know if it's because I'm used to my face and the lashes just like didn't feel normal to me because I don't wear them normally, or if it's just not my look. So I need you to look at this picture and then look at my face and then tell me what looks better, my lashes naturally or with the lash extensions, or just not which one looks better, if it looks good or if it looks weird. Anyway, it is 5:14. Let's get started. This is the first book we're starting with. I started this book, I kid you not, 2 years ago, maybe before that, and it's taking me forever to read it. 1, because it's Colleen Hoover. 2, because I hate the writing in this, like this one specifically. Like I got through it, ends with us pretty quick. This second one, I don't know about you guys, it's taking me forever to get through. Like I don't like the writing of it. I just, it's cringe, like I don't like it. But third reason is because I'm annotating it for Jonas, because I don't know, it's a gift I wanted to give him forever ago, and I was going to annotate it so he wouldn't have to read the first book and it'd have like little commentary throughout. And it's been 2 years. I never gave it to him because I can't get through this book. So this is the one we're starting with, and I'm getting through it and I'm finishing it so I can give it to him, because no book has ever taken me that long to get through. So we are going to start with my computer being the timer because my iPad's dead. Battery is critically low. Why is all my stuff always out of battery? I swear half the time that I'm frustrated or angry, it's because of me. Okay. Just kidding on that. my iPad turned on, so we're gonna use that while it's charging. Right now, I am a little bit before halfway there. I'm on chapter 15, so hopefully it doesn't take too long. Let's start. Ready? Okay, it is 5:45, so I'm taking a quick pause. I've been reading for 25 minutes and I got through 13 pages, and I don't know if that's good or not. I haven't read them forever, but I'm taking a break because we have to go check my hair oil. Anyway, let's get back to reading. Okay, quick pause. We've hit the 1 hour mark. I think we just passed, sorry my hair, the halfway mark. So like we're getting progress. Like it's going good. But it is 7 p.m. I think I'm gonna order some food because I don't feel like trying to make something right now. And I've been craving nuggets and fries like all day. So I think I'm gonna order McDonald's and check on my hair oil, see if it's cooled down so I can put it into the rest of my oil. And then we'll keep reading until my food gets delivered. Okay, we're gonna go get my food. It just is getting here like right now.
Valeria.
Sí. Sí, gracias. I love the Uber driver people. They're always so sweet. I'm gonna eat my fries while I keep reading. Honestly, it's not even that bad of a book. I over-exaggerated. I don't hate this book. I think it's simply the fact that I knew I had to annotate it because I wanted to annotate it. Like I put myself in that position in the first place. That made me so like overwhelmed that I had to do it that I couldn't just read it. So that's why it took me so long. I think it's also because now I'm getting to something interesting in the book. Because the first parts of the book is just like, if you guys have read the first one, or you watched the movie when it came out, it ends with us. You know that Atlas and Lily? Okay. There's 3 main characters, Atlas, Lily, and Ryle. Atlas and Lily were like childhood first loves, okay? And Atlas was homeless and like across the street from Lily, and they ended up like being friends and then falling in love, and then he had to leave and whatever, right? And so she didn't see him for years and years and years. And then she went to Boston and she met this neurosurgeon guy called Ryle. And they ended up like liking each other, going out, falling in love, whatever. And then it turned out that Ryle was an abuser. He abused of her physically. He was crazy. And then she got pregnant by him. And she decided to keep the baby but get a divorce. Because she was like, the whole point of that book and that story was I have to break the cycle. Because her mom used to be abused. And she didn't want to have her daughter be in that cycle again, where it's like you can't get out of that abusive like environment, right? Lily and Ryle are not together anymore, but they still have to co-parent, and so that's this book that they're co-parenting. And so Atlas and Lily are friends, but part of the reason why the abusive part of Ryle came out is because he was so like jealous, I guess, of the love and friendship that they had, like Atlas and Lily. So now in this book, it's Lily and Atlas want to start going out. You know, they like each other. They never really got to finish their love story because they were kids. He had to go away. But Lily is terrified that Ryle's going to flip out if he finds out that she's dating anyone, and specifically Atlas. And they're just, the first kind of part of this book is just Atlas and Lily kind of like being in like, not really wanting to say anything, kind of being there and whatever, right? Like there's nothing much going on. And so right now, I just got to a part where, I mean, spoiler alert, if you haven't read this book, Atlas finds out he has a brother that he never knew about. And so now we're getting like somewhere interesting, and Lily is starting to be like, I can't wait my whole life not telling Ryle about us dating because he's gonna flip, like, you know. So maybe soon they'll tell Ryle and like more stuff was gonna keep happening, but like literally this whole first chunk was like nothing crazy, so that's why I think it felt a little boring, but it's not that bad for real. Here's where we are right now, 1:15. So okay, starting.
They finally cast! Oh. They're about to get frisky. Okay, just kidding. They didn't get frisky. They just got close to it.
Anyway, it's been 4 hours and a half since we started reading. I just paused it. And I just finished the first book. Which is crazy because I didn't even start this one from scratch. I was basically halfway done. It took me 4.5 hours to get through half a book. So maybe finishing 3 is not realistic for my 12 hours. But I also think I went slower because I was annotating. So maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. Honestly, the book wasn't that bad. It's just not my vibe, and it had some cringy writing in it. And again, the first half was a bit boring, but all in all, it wasn't a horrible book. But I would rate it like 2 out of 5. Like 2 stars out of 5. I think it's really nice that she did decide to make a sequel and have this second book on it, simply because I think the closure was needed for all of their characters. It ended great. I'm not going to spoil it. And I think it was very much needed to continue that hope that was left at the end of the first book for anybody that has dealt with or might be dealing with a domestic violence situation, to not feel like they have to be stuck in that, to have some sort of hope that they can break out of that cycle. So I think the story in general in both books is really, really beautiful. Do I recommend it? Not really, unless you've read the first book. I do, just because I think it was a nice finish to their stories. But anyway, I'm finally glad that I finished this freaking book because it's been on my mind for forever. So I can finally check it off and put it in my book tracker. It is 10:51. Can you believe? Hearing my roommate's friends talking is really like overstimulating me right now. I think I'm gonna take a 10-minute break to do my Duolingo, do my locket, anything else that I have like that I want to do before midnight. And then we'll pick out my next book and get started on. Genuinely, I never understand how time passes by so quick. It's 11:28. It's been like, what, 40 minutes since I took a break? And literally all I did was post a quick TikTok, do my locket, do my Duolingo, and answer a couple texts and go to the bathroom. And 40 minutes passed. Hello. Next book that we are starting with is called Daisy Jones and the Six. I started reading this one a few months ago with Jonas, and then we literally only read this much, like nothing, and then we stopped reading it. So I told him that I would actually read it in May, and it's the last day of May is about to be done, and I never read it, so we're gonna read it all in the next few hours. It is kind of thick, which is a little scary, but I'm not annotating this one, so maybe it'll go by pretty quick. And I think there's also a movie or a series based on this book. I'm not really sure. You guys let me know, but I think there is. So it'd also be nice to maybe watch that soon, like after I read all of this. But yeah, this will be on our next one. I honestly don't remember anything about it. Oh my gosh, I was annotating this one too. Are you kidding me? I was annotating. Should I read a different book? It's fine. Anyway, so it looks like I'm annotating lines that are like, damn, lines that are like, oh, cute, and then lines that I like the quotes. So at least I won't be writing, I'm just highlighting. I have a few pages that I highlighted, so I think I'm just gonna like skim through those really quickly so I like remember where I was and like what this book is about, and then I'll just keep going. 11:33, let's start reading. Generally don't remember any of this whatsoever, so I think I'm gonna have to reread this first part. But it's literally just 8 pages. Like I'm on page 8 and I stopped at page 16, so whatever. Now I've read the same pages. I love the main character already. Daisy, slay. Also, I'm a little bit biased, but I love any book that has multiple perspectives in it or multiple characters speaking. So most of the books that I will read have that in them. My first book that really like drew my attention like that, where I like was like, whoa, I've never seen a book have like different characters like points of view before, was Salt to the Sea, which is more of like historical fiction. But that one had like different points of view every couple pages, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. And so Daisy Jones right now, it's not every couple pages, but like as if it were a script. Like this is one person talking, and then here it switches to person, and then here switches. Anyway, continuing. Okay guys, it is 1 a.m. I just hit page 76 out of like 300 and something. That's how far I am. My tiredness is starting to get to me. So I'm gonna do a few changes so I don't fall asleep. But it's kind of interesting the way it's written. It's kind of like they're being interviewed, but also like the memories are being described at the same time. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like they'll be talking in present tense and then also like as if they're talking about their past, you know? Anyway, I'm getting really warm. So I'm gonna turn on my AC. I'm gonna grab some ice cream. I think I'm gonna turn on my projector for some nice vibes in here. And maybe some light music to keep me a little bit more awake. Okay. You can probably tell that I'm like getting into my sleepy zone. Projector set up. You can hear it. It's not as like seeable because I still have a ton of lights on to keep me up. But now it's like better vibes, better mood. My AC's on. I'm gonna eat some ice cream. I'll be good. We are currently at 6 hours and almost 2 minutes. Let's continue. Hello? YouTube ads literally ruining my freaking reading vibe. It is 8 in the morning. Last night, I do remember that around 3-4-ish, I was really getting out of it. Like I was reading and I was getting in and out of sleep. And then at one point I passed out for like half an hour and my computer died. And then I kept reading kind of like hazily. And then I just stopped my timer, my stopwatch, to read a little because I was like, my time's just like so bad because I keep like not fully reading this. And then I passed out. So currently I stopped at 9 hours. So we still have 3 more that we need to do. But really I would say 8 hours because I think one of that entire hour was literally just me like reading the same 2 sentences over and over again. Because like I did not get progress done in like that time that I read. So right now I have to get ready for an event that I have. But when I come back, I will finish the rest of the hours because I do want to like, you know, keep reading. I got as far as a little before halfway, I think. So I think I can at least finish this book. Anyway, see you in a sec. Ignore how I look. It is Monday. Yesterday, I was gonna continue reading, and then when I came back from my event, I had to go somewhere else, and then I studied, and then I passed out until today at 1 in the morning. I don't know what's up with me this weekend, that I'm just passing out for a lot of hours at a time, but it's really freaky. So, I have class later, but I'm gonna try and read for 2 hours to get some progress in. And I made breakfast. I had eggs. I had my little magnesium pill. I am having half a muffin. And I have strawberries. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do before I have to like finish getting ready to go to school. I still look terrible, but it is 6 a.m. so I have to start getting ready. I read for an hour and a half. I'm gonna try and read more later tonight, if not tomorrow. All my hours tracking got messed up because I passed out when I was trying to stay up. We're a little more than halfway, even though it doesn't look like that. The back, like the ending, this mini chunk is not the book anymore. So I have like this left. Yeah, I'm gonna get ready for school because I look terrible, but I'll see you guys in a sec. Guys, bye. It has literally been weeks since I started filming this video. It's so bad. You know what's so funny? I'm wearing the exact same shirt, like on accident, that I was wearing earlier in the video. Basically what happened is I did not have time to read that book when I came back home, like from school. And then I realized that I had exams and a ton of stuff like super soon, and I was like, this can't be my priority right now. Like I need to dedicate these hours to this, like my school stuff. And you know, it would have been smart to do an hour a day, but I just kept getting so overwhelmed with the fact that I had to do like the 3.5, 4 hours straight in the day that I just couldn't pick the day to do it, that I ended up not doing it at all, instead of splitting the time between days, which would have been better. But I didn't think about it, okay? I just didn't think about it. Anyway, I'm done with school now. I finished my exams and it was amazing. Everything was great. I had so much fun this semester. Like, I know this is the latest video I've posted this entire year, so I'm so sorry. But I had a lot of fun this past month and a half. Like, I'm in a great mood. Anyway, now that I'm free and I have time, we're gonna finish this freaking video because I am going to reach those 12 hours. I'm gonna read. So we're gonna continue. I'm loving this book so far though. It is very cool. I didn't really have I didn't really have any specific expectations when I started this book because I knew nothing about this book. I'd only saw that it, like, I don't even know where I saw the recommendation for it, but someone said that it was a good book and I was like, I want to read that book. I don't think I've told you guys much about this book, but where I'm at right now, basically, this is Daisy Jones. She's like the it girl. Like everybody wants her. She's stunning. She's gorgeous. She's super talented, especially lyrical wise. But, you know, she never did anything with that. And then she decided, you know what? I'm sick of being the muse. I'm sick of people writing songs about me. I want to be the one to write the songs. And so she starts her music career as a solo artist, Daisy Jones. And she does more kind of pop-ish music. And so then The Six is a rock band that started before Daisy Jones. And so at one point, both The Six and Daisy Jones are rising like in popularity and fame. And so their managers, I guess, decide, you know what would be an awesome idea if we combine the two, at first it was Daisy Jones opened for them on their tour. And so mixing them together created a ton of buzz. And her voice and the lead singer in the band's voice mix so wonderful together, and they're just gods at what they do, right? So they decide they're gonna release a new album with like featuring Daisy Jones. So now they're gonna full on collab work together, and they all have a ton of stuff going on in all of their lives. But so the last part I read was cray because Billy, the lead singer, he is married. He had a rough time at their very first tour because he just got lost in worldly stuff and temptation and stuff he shouldn't have been doing. And right now, Daisy Jones is kind of a new temptation for him that he's really trying to like steer clear of, but it's hard because they're always working together. And Daisy kind of likes him, but it's weird to explain. Like they kind of like each other, but they don't. And I think it's like forced proximity kind of vibe thing, which is why they think they like each other. But I don't want to spoil a lot of stuff if you guys want to read it. This is the most drama-filled part of it. One of the people in the band is in love with someone else in the band, and they wanted to put in a love song about them in the album. And Billy said no, but didn't even care to like ask who it was about, or like there's just emotions everywhere. So it is cray. It's a lot more interesting than I honestly thought it would be. So I'm loving it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, back to reading and back to annotating. I know I said 3.5 hours I had left until hitting the 12-hour mark, but because I put this off for ages, I'm adding the 30 minutes back. So we're gonna do 4 hours of reading. I'm gonna stopwatch the hour, and then on my iPad I still have where I stopped that morning at 9:09. So when I finish the hour in 10, I will put play on this one, and this one will reach 12. So here we go. We're almost done. Like, before this sticky, like this tiny little chunk, that's all we have left. Isn't that insane? This book is so good. Oh my gosh, I'm actually enjoying it a lot. Okay, let's continue. Ready? Wow. All I can say is wow. I'm speechless. The ending to this, wow. Just insanely wow. Like, I genuinely have no words for it. The second half of me reading this, I was thinking about what I wanted to rate it, because it is so not my style of book. Like, I don't read stuff like this ever. I am very enthusiastically giving it a 5 stars. Like 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. In the beginning, I didn't love it. I felt it was a little confusing, a little strange, but I think it's just because of the style of book. The second half was just a roller coaster. Like, it was just crazy. I just like, I genuinely have no words for it. I'm so pleasantly surprised with this book. And it's really cute because at the very end, the author put in all of the lyrics to all of the songs they mentioned throughout the book. The way it's written is so amazing. It's so, I don't know the word for it, like intimate, like dynamic. I highly recommend. For freaking sure. This was wow. We have hit 10 hours and 10-minute mark. So we have a little less than 2 hours left. And now I'm not sure what I want to read because it's definitely not enough time to get through a full book. So I'm thinking I wanted to read Handmaid's Tale, but I don't have that book in physical form. Because another option that I was thinking earlier was this book that I bought a while ago to kind of help with my anxiety, but I feel like it's not the vibe that we're going for with this full like 12 hours of reading. So I'm not too sure, because this is the one I have. I started it forever ago, like barely any progress, but it's to help me with my anxiety and stuff, because I think I've told you guys I have horrible anxiety. Like, it's embarrassing. Okay, no, just kidding. Now that I'm looking at it, it's more of like an interactive book where I fill some stuff in, so maybe not that. This feels more like an activity. It's because I don't have any like short books that I could get through, because physical options are, I have this one that's called Ashes to Ashes. I have this one called The Hypnotist, which I don't know if I'm feeling, but I think I could read this whole thing honestly in 2 hours because it's got pretty big font. I bought this ages ago. Like, when I say ages, I mean ages. Like, when I was in freaking like elementary, like at the Scholastic Book Fair, I bought this and I never read it. I've just held on to it for years and years. So we could read this to finally read it for my little young me little self that decided to buy it for who knows why. What should we pick? I'm gonna read you guys the back and we're gonna decide together-ish. Okay, Ashes to Ashes. When Callie's life is cut short by a tragic accident, she expects to find nothingness or maybe some version of heaven. Instead, her spirit travels to the prism, an ethereal plane populated by the ghosts she thought were fictional. Here she meets a striking and mysterious ghost named Thatcher, who guides her as she learns to haunt and bring peace to those she left behind. However, Callie uncovers a dark secret about the spirit world. The angry souls that always populate ghost stories are real and willing to do whatever it takes to stay on Earth, threatening the existence of everyone she ever cared about. As she fights to save her best friend and her boyfriend, Callie will learn that while it may no longer beat, her heart can still love and break. Okay, that one seems a little crazy. I've never heard of that before. Hypnotists. Is it a gift or is it a curse? Jack's opus can use his color-changing eyes to make people do things they don't want to do. Only his colorblind best friend Tommy seems immune. At first, Jax doesn't know what he's doing, temporarily hypnotizing friends, foes, and strangers. But then his power pushes things way too far, and his secret isn't a secret any longer. Soon, Jax finds himself meeting Dr. Elias Mako, who wants him to join a special institution that will teach him how to use his powers. But what will his powers be used for? That's the big question for Jax, as his hypnotic abilities draw him into a conspiracy that will have him racing against time in a mysterious mastermind to save his best friend, his parents, and the entire United States. What should we read? I think I'm gonna go with this one because this has a lot smaller text. And I do want to get through a full other book, even though I have such little time left. And just because I actually feel bad that it's been years, probably 10 years or more since I chose this book to read and I never read it. So I think the time has finally come to read this book. I had a quick detour. I had to do some stuff, but I don't have the highest hopes for this just because I know I bought this when I was a child. But we'll see. I'm excited. Okay. Chapter 1. Here we go. My gosh, you guys, I got so locked in that I didn't realize I went an hour over. Because since I didn't have since it's not an alarm, it's a stopwatch, I didn't even realize because I just wanted to get through the whole book. Here it is. 13 hours and almost 11 minutes. We read. Oh, that was crazy. That's the most that I've read in just a month. I mean, I know because I didn't do it all straight like I was supposed to, but literally that's the most I've read in such a short amount of time. Crazy. I can see why it intrigued me years ago. And for the books that I read now, I would rate this 2 stars out of 5. Maybe 1.5 out of 5. Simply because I like this storyline. It has a lot of potential. But obviously this is a very, very short chapter book. So I don't love it because I feel like it could have been developed so much more. Every character could have been developed so much more. It felt a bit rushed. Didn't love the ending. I wouldn't recommend for you guys to go out and read this at all. But it was enjoyable. I'm not giving it a 1 because a 1 or less would be I can't physically get through the book. But it wasn't bad. It was interesting. It had a good story going. It just felt really quick, really rushed. It would have been amazing and wonderful for, 5th grade old me. But yeah, basically the kid, he could hypnotize people through his eyeballs, eye contact. His gift got discovered and he ended up getting selected for this institution. But the guy running I'm spoiling it for you guys because don't read this, but the guy running the place turned out to be evil, of course, and just wanted to find a really talented hypnotist because he could hypnotize, but he needed someone more powerful. So obviously this kid, he's 12 and he ends up being super, super powerful. So he wanted to use him for his evil plan, which was to ensure that this candidate got elected for the president of the United States. So then he could technically be the president of the United States because he would hypnotize that guy, if that makes sense. But yeah, it was just the kid thought that this leader guy was so great at the beginning, trusted him with his whole life, thought he was going to do great things. And then he figured out he's psycho, he's crazy, and he wants to take over the world. And then obviously the evil guy got mad that he figured it out and wanted to ruin his plan. So he was like, oh, well, I actually already hypnotized your parents. I put in a little word in there, a little trigger. So I just have to say that word and they're already like pre-hypnotized. Like when they hear the word, they're gonna do something. So like he basically threatened him and forced him to like remotely hypnotize people like through video so that everyone would vote for this guy so he would get elected as president. And the evil guy was kind of crazy. His trigger word was so the kid's parents, he's 12 years old, okay? So the kid's parents would go to the subway station, they lived in New York, and to go jump in front of a train and die. Like, hello? So at the very end, like he hypnotizes him through the teleprompter. So he says like, thanks for nominating me guys, but I'm not running for president. So it basically ruins the whole plan. And then he ends up having to hypnotize his best friend at the end into kind of forgetting him and forgetting everything because he had to run away and kind of like witness protection stuff. Like he just had to run away with his whole family, change their names, change everything because they were still in danger from the evil guy, because the evil guy was like, this isn't the end. Anyway, that's crazy. We got through 3 entire books in, I would say, about 15 hours, okay? I know it was supposed to be 12, but since I passed out and then I tried making them up and then like I added a little extra and then I didn't realize I went over, like, which is amazing. And I'm very glad that I got through those books because I really, really wanted to get back into reading and I didn't want to feel so behind on it. So thank you guys so much for following along with me on this funny little journey. Yeah, let me know if you've read any of them before and your thoughts on it. And I will see you like super soon because I already filmed the next video that I'm gonna post. So yeah, I love you guys so much and I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.